Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to League of Europe, Season 4, Division 4. It is round 15. We are at the beautiful Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. It is the home race for a few, but none here in D4. And we could potentially crown a Division 4 champion at this race. But the person that will probably be calling this race alongside me is Ghost Recon. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just glad to see we are back to our home country here to get the commentate for it.
Yep, both of our home races are today, so hoping for some good results. And right now we got to worry about D4. Two guys on the mediums on their outlaps, but Brandon will be the first one.
Yeah, I'd say both the Williams having a quick cheeky, having a bit of a cheeky one, to be honest with you, right at the start.
Yep, get out as early as you can. It's a decent lap, about a 1 minute 31s, 32s. We'll probably see here today. I hope I got that right.
As we just saw from Brandon going through those S's, the S's here are just so brutal here, and if not careful, it can just really cook up your tires in no time.
Yep, one of the trickiest sectors on the calendar are the S's sections, but now the very long back straight, the DRS zone as well.
Yeah, one of them here with the very long straights coming down here. I believe this. Say with the S's, it makes it really hard to count off the track numbers or turn numbers.
Yeah. So we just had the Turkish Grand Prix this past weekend in real life. So here's a corner based off of turn 8, except it's in the reverse direction. Off camber, penultimate corner, coming to the final corner, tight right-hander. See how he takes it, nice and easy. Ooh, a bit of a misshift there. So a 31-2, there's the time everyone will be chasing. Here comes his teammate Goldie to the line. He goes quicker, 31-1.
I believe we have, what was that, Frosty, yep, coming in with a 130.4. So that is the time to be. And Nolan coming now with the 130 flats. And to say it, really, it feels like the people behind are the quicker ones. Probably stealing one another's speed here. And to say a little fun fact here for the American Grand Prix, we really haven't had any real solid tracks to stay here in the United States here. Because remember, it was in remember we had one in Dallas and then Las Vegas, but mostly those were just parking lots. Then we had the Indianapolis Grand Prix, but we all know how that turned out. And now we're here in Austin, and but Austin, as I heard, is not doing too hot, but it is a very good track, as I just see on California though, putting a purple on Sector 1, so he's going blindly fast here.
I think the thing with this Austin circuit is all these corners are taken from other tracks. The first sector, the S's, are the Beckett's Chapel Complex at Silverstone. The section of corners that California is going through right now, based off of, I believe, the Hockenheim stadium section, and obviously the long right-hander modeled off of turn 8 at Turkey. So I think just the variety of corners, not much in terms of something new, something exciting. It's all the same. And love it or hate it, basically, I'd say all these corners here are taken from great parts of other circuits.
As I say, yeah, that is true. So it makes it, so this track, in the real life of Formula One, it does produce really good races.
You know, we saw the, so we mentioned Don could win the championship today. I believe that was him going up to P7. Hamilton won the championship here last year.
As
So
Don, though,
this
he's
track is a
only,
championship producing track.
especially for Don, he's only 8th fastest right now. So I think he just made a mistake somewhere and just had to stick with that time, or do you think that's just the pace that he can go?
It's tough to say. He's not been a front-running car, I'd say, since the first part of the season. He's only won a single race this season. Other than that, it's just been podium, podium, podium. And that's what's put him in this position to win, is he's been consistently finishing on the podium. Maybe there is some more time he can eke out of this. I have no idea.
As I say, he's a very quick driver, so I think he can squeeze off a few tenths out of this track. In fact, he could probably do more. He could probably squeeze a full second off.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against it, him putting up a substantially quicker time. As I believe Storm in California pulling to the pits. I don't think anybody else is on a lap here.
Don's just diving into the pits. Wonder who is on a lap. As I say, it looks like Rudy and Marty are on a lap. Let's see what the Mercedes driver here can do. He is up ahead of the Haas driver. Coming to the last few corners. This one you have to have really good momentum, and then come to a halt and just quickly into the power, crossing the line. Only 4th fastest, right behind his teammate Audrey. And look at Marty, and as Marty is actually heading to the pit. Oh, I see. He's invalidated this time. And so does his teammate. Just diving in the pit. It's like, it's just it's very easy to invalidate your time here, especially through sectors 1 and 3.
Yeah, especially if you invalidated sector 1, you'd basically waste an entire lap. You got to slow down, waste more time to maybe just set another lap on these tires. And it's such a rewarding sector when you get it right. You get it wrong and it swings your momentum in the wrong direction in terms of your confidence.
Yeah, I say if you get it wrong, your head is just gonna be like your tires, extremely hot.
That's one way of putting it.
And as we have Brandon though coming through the last sector. Let's see what he's gonna be doing. Is he able to improve? I did not see his Delta times, but he's on a 1:27. No, it looks like he's gonna be improving. Actually, no, he wouldn't. Actually,
just a bit.
I spoke too soon. Sorry. Right behind his teammate by 600ths of a second.
Nolan goes quicker. First driver dip into the 29s. 29.726. So there's the time everyone's going to be beating, and it's such a large gap now to Calvin.
I say Nolan though, he is. As I say, he's just
7/10.
He's just a madman during these qualifying sessions. Just makes these blistering times. Oh, as Kieran though. Oh, he almost missed it. He almost missed the pits. He did miss the pits. It almost came to the wall. He was quick on that.
I think we missed it on stream, but maybe for him, I think it's a good thing we did. See, for some reason, a lot of people are missing the pit entry. We saw it happen, I believe, in the F2 race, and I believe it was Nolan who missed the pit entry in the F2 race. So, the pit lane entry seems tricky. I've never had issues with it, but I guess other people have. Jerome goes up to P5, 1 second down.
Philippines on a medium compound, so quite interesting to have the medium set on this stage of qualifying. Let's see though. will I be able to pay it off? Let's see what kind of position he'll be with those mediums. That's why I'm sticking on board with him.
Goldie goes up to P5. Adri starts his lap. Mike didn't improve on his time. He was the last car to come over the line. P16.
Yeah, 130. Yeah, 133. Not that great with the mediums, but it is a pretty decent time.
I expect that to be maybe race pace time on those tires, not necessarily qualifying.
That's the same with the mediums, though, are heavily noticeably slower than the softs. So he can probably squeeze. I would say maybe 1.2 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Or, at least if he's lucky enough, he can get 2 seconds off of it. I'm gonna say Marty though, not having a great qualifying session at all. He is just burning through soft tires very rapidly.
I think he keeps invalidating, and that's hurting him, because he might not put enough fuel to go again.
Not doing his team justice on their home Grand Prix. But Santee though, he's doing a bit better, but not by a whole lot. As ever, Mike has just joined back with us. He looks like he's not having a great qualifying either, and I'm surprised with Mike's pace this season. I feel like he would be able to squeeze some more speed, like have more pacing. And you think it's just not his season this year?
I honestly think I gotta go with that. I just think it's not his season. He's had his races where he's done really good, but they've come sparingly.
As to say, I had the privilege racing with him, well, a season or two ago, and yeah, he can be a very quick driver, and plus he's pretty smart with his strategies. So yeah, it's just definitely has to be the season.
Yeah, his best finish came in Australia. It was a 3rd place, and other than that, it's been a few DNFs, a couple no points. Couple 2 top 5s other than the podium, but other than that it's just been low points or DNFs.
Would this be the race that the Camel can finally get back on its feet? It's now Kieran though, he is finally going to be starting off a lap. Coming up to the first turn. Such an interesting corner that you have to go up on the hill, take a very sharp turn, and then come to the very, very quick turns here on the S's of turn 3, or turns 2, 4, 5, and I believe 6, and then 7. Yeah, just like I said, you just have to have really great momentum with these corners. And Nolan now, he went even faster on that time.
I think he went about a 10th quicker, 29.6. So we'll see if anybody can touch that time. Marty comes around the corner to start his final lap. I believe that's California coming around to start his lap too.
Marty finally starting off with a time, but we're going to be sticking with Kieran here. He's got to have a good time. He's got to have a good time here. As he went purple in sector 2. Yeah, you have to be really careful on that one. Put too put too much power. You have so long wheels spinning, coming in with the fast corner, have the great momentum. He does it. He's running out of ERS now, but he's going to be crossing the line. No, puts a little too much power into it. Crossing the line, only 11th fastest. Little too aggressive.
Yeah, so unless he's got enough fuel to go again, he won't be in the top 10, and he will get free tire choice.
As Philippi, he doesn't have enough time to get on track. So that's bad. That's bad for him. But he can choose whatever tire compounds that he can start off with. As Marty though, he's gonna be able. Is he gonna be able to hold on to that time though? As it carries a good momentum but not invalidated on that curve. Easy with it, crosses the line, only 50 fastest, but was able to put a time in.
Here comes California. He's P15 right now, and he goes up to P6. So a huge jump for California. Must have found a boatload of time on his lap. Jerome comes across the line to start his final lap.
And that will be it for That'll be it for Goldie and Nolan and Rajan. They will not be able to put a time in. As also Philippi has put in a time in. And Kieran, he validated his time. He was on a lap. As Frosty though, as it showed that he was on a yellow. It's saying that it's yellow for him, but I'm not. Actually, no. I'm sorry. That is for his teammate, not for him. As now Calvin, he's going to try to go for the fastest here. As his teammate just now retires on pits. Unfortunately, he's not be able to get the draft on I believe that is a Haas ahead of him. Yes, it is. And I believe that is the Haas of Marty. As he's going to move out of the way for Kiri. That's a purple sector for sector 2. This could be it. This could pretty much beat Nolan out. Out for pole, as Don now only can be 9th best, as he messed up a little bit on the corner. Well, hopefully that doesn't deteriorate his momentum. Really getting on the curves as you need here. Going to be crossing final corner, crossing the line. No. Only 2/200ths of a second.
Oh wow.
Wait, but can Aldry though? Can he beat it? Cross the line? No. So that is your qualifying. Wow, that was extremely close between Nolan and Calvin.
2/100ths of a second. You can imagine what is going on in Frosty Calvin's helmet at the moment, thinking, what could I have done a bit different to find 2/100ths around this racetrack? We will wait for Rudy and California to hit the retire button.
As I say, I think Nolan will be sighing of relief, though, able to hold on to that pole position.
Yeah, if he was back in the garage watching that lap, he was probably sweating, seeing how close it was going to be. But there's your grid. Eggcell. I've been saying eggshell, but it's actually Eggcell. Eggcell Nolan on pole position with Frosty Calvin going to start alongside in the probably one of the closest qualifyings we've had this season. Adri in third, then Rudy, Goldie, California, Storm, Jerome, Don, and Rand VH in the top 10. They will start on those soft compound tires. Heated, Raj, Kieran, Mike, Brandon, Marty, Sam T, and Philippe will round out the grid from 11th to 18th. They will have free tire choice.
As I say, looking through the score, Nolan had a very, very bad start in the season, but he managed to come back around towards the last few races, scoring 2 wins in both Belgium and Japan.
Yeah, he's been on a tear these last few races. He's definitely found some pace and maybe just something else no one else is seeing. But at the moment, Adri has the advantage. He is ahead of Don by about 5 positions going into this race.
As
so
we have clouds here, so we probably could see potential rain.
We could. I'm gonna ask real quick.
As I say, I think I saw some droplets, or that was probably some frames going through.
It looks just your standard overcast conditions right now.
As I say, I will have to say, F1 2020, most unrealistic F1 game in existence. They have huge crowds in.
Yeah.
I should say, I think you can get away calling it false advertisement.
Could.
As we already have predicted pit stop strategy, it looks like laps through 9 and 13 the soft runners go for, so that will be a little less than halfway through the race. So the soft tires can go pretty far. As though we only have Heated, Rajan, Marty, and Philippi only on the mediums, and Santini has already been disqualified. That is interesting.
I don't think we saw what happened, but my guess is he hit someone. But usually if you hit someone, the other person will get disqualified too, so maybe he didn't move off the line.
He might have moved out of the way and left track, because you can get disqualified for leaving the track for a split second.
So the one stop is possible, I think, as you were saying, from soft to hards, but the two stop is there as well, as the predicted strategies just came up on my screen.
I think the two stop will be very reliable if a safety car is brought in. Because I think that it could be the soft runners probably put on another set of softs and then switch on to the mediums, or it could probably switch on to the hards, because I think the hards could make it to the end.
Yeah, I mean, if the hards were saying coming about lap 9, lap 10, you can go about 20 laps on those, and they should still be somewhat okay towards the end of this race. But now everyone rounds the final corner. Everyone will get into their grid positions for the United States Grand Prix here in Division 4.
Now we have the grid finally stacking up. As now we wait for Philippi to come in now.
So, insider report, it is going to be a dry race. Just a bit of overcast conditions. But as we look towards the front of the grid, Eggshell, Nolan, that's going to keep getting me. Eggshell, Nolan, and Calvin, front row of the grid. Here we go for League of Europe. Round 15 at COTA. It is 5 lights. Lights out, and we're racing here at the Circuit of the Americas. We can see Nolan gets off to a pretty well start. There's one of the Williams. All 3 wide in the back.
Oh, it's the Williams. They come in contact with both the Mercedes, though. That is also, I remember Mike falling down the grid. He is going further, so I don't know what's going on with him. Kelvin is Audrey go wheel to wheel there. Almost, they didn't come in contact, but managed to keep it intact. And now, as Frosty has lost the position now, and Aldry is going to be trying to catch up to him, trying to get as much distance as him and Don as maybe impossible. Brad, though, he's dropping down the positions, though. I'm not sure what he's going on. Philippi, though, an extreme start from 17th, I believe it was 17th position up to 13th now. What a start for the McLaren driver.
A great start for Philippi, gained a lot of positions there through the first sector, especially doing it on the medium compounded tires. You'll see Don still in 10th.
And now we have Jiren in California. They're going to go wheel to wheel the fast food corners, though. Jiren had that outside line. It looks like California is going to concede it, though. So Jiren now up to P7. So great racing from between those two. Much respect.
Yep, midfield battles have been exciting all season long, but now Nolan already breaking out of DRS just after lap 1. We've seen this before.
As I say, as for Aldry though, he did a very brave move on the S's on that first lap, and how those two did not crash is beyond me.
Well, there's the skill level and talent it takes to be in Division 4. Take it side by side for the first part of those S's and to come out with no damage.
I say Aldry though, looks like he is catching up a little bit to Nolan.
He's closed the 1 second to about 8/10 now. The DRS won't be enabled until next lap, so he'll have to wait. You can see the front 5 there on the mini-map starting to get a bit spread out, about a second, give or take, in between every single one of them, as I believe that was Rudy pulling off to the side, trying to break slipstream. Here he goes, up the inside of Jerome. Can he get the move done? Jerome fights back, locks up the front left.
No, he can't make the move. Say, but good. That was a really good attempt from him, though. Beautiful camel angle that I just have here. The very crooked camera on that turn. As now finally, I believe DRS has now been enabled. It looks like the only front runners who are able to have it is Calvin, who is right behind Aldry, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last. As Don, though, if he wants to secure the championship, he needs to get through this traffic as he messes up on turn lines. And no, it was Kieran that dived in the inside of him, but it looks like they come in contact, and he had to back off. It looks like he's going to be sticking to P11, but looks like he has the quicker pace than Don, though. I think that Don is just struggling right now. I think he just needs to find the pace.
Yep, well, there's our first penalty of the race, and the new graphic showing us who has penalties. It is INL Philippe picking up a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh, Rudy was all over the back of Goldie, and also Jiren is all over the back, but Rudy, the DRS makes a huge difference on this track, and he's gonna go the outside of him, and he's gonna be able to take that position without ease, or with ease.
And that's some great moves being pulled there, I believe, into turn 11.
As I say, that is what Frosty Calvin needed, was that DRS. He needed to stay relevant for the fight for second position. Right when I said that, gave him the commentator's curse. The commentator's curse for Calvin with a 3-second time penalty.
I think Adri got a bit squirmy coming out of the final corner. He dropped off a Nolan just a bit more. And now Calvin is right on the back of Adri as we run through the S's. We'll see if Calvin can take a bit more speed. Maybe force a move into turn 10 or even turn 11.
Oh, Kieran had nearly lost it on the S's, but managed to keep control of the car. As I say, you get wow, the penalties are just coming
They're
in.
piling in. I believe that was Mike, Sam T, and Marty as well.
And it's just so easy to do that. Now we got Jiren, DRS under Goldie, but Goldie also has DRS from Rudy. So Goldie is lucky to have that DRS, for he won't be under assault from Jiren just yet.
We saw that in the background. Philippe goes up the inside of Kieran, now is the outside. For this section of corners now is the inside. As he cuts through the grass a bit.
As a Philippe, it's the Formula 1 car, it's not in a very expensive lawnmower.
Taking the rally course through the Hockenheim section. slots in behind
as
Kieran.
as Frosty Calvin, he's getting on Algerie, but too far back to make the move. He has to have the momentums here on the S's in order for him to have a chance to do a full attack on the straight. As Algerie, though, he looks like he's losing some speed through it, but Calvin, though, sticking with him. As I say, it looks like Algerie, though, had the better traction there, but not by much, as Calvin is still ganging on him. He's all over the gearbox of the Mercedes driver. So could this be the move that Calvin needed here? He's got DRS. Oh, overtake button on him. He's ganging. He's gonna go to the inside line, and looks like he's gonna get ahead of the Mercedes driver. He is now up to P2. Now he's gonna gain some ground with fresh air.
Yeah, you got to think that maybe Calvin isn't gonna. Well, obviously he's not going to stick behind Adri at this point, but you got to think that maybe he knew he needed to get ahead of him and maybe chase down Nolan.
Yeah.
With that almost identical pacing.
As
qualifying.
Kieran is Philippe go wheel on the same turns again. Except that time was a little bit cleaner, but now Kieran, though, is now up to P12. Now he's in the points. Oh, as I say, Philippe, he went really wide. He has no damage, so I thought he had front wing damage there for a sec, but looks like he's fine. As Calvin, though, as I say, he's already gaining all that time. As now both the contenders for the championship, they are both struggling. As CJ Storm, as we got an accident, that is Kieran, he is round.
Kieran sideways off the track.
As Philippe, he's also spun it. Both these guys were battling hard against each other, and they both spun it in the same sector. As Kieran, he does have the proper temperature. Philippe had to take evasive action. He went really wide. I'm not sure if we're watching. And Philippe, he spins it! Oh no! You had to get the proper temperature, guys. You can't just force it to go.
Yeah, he's got almost no front wing, both end plates off that car.
We're getting some Turkey flashbacks. As I say, as we got these guys here as California Golden Heated, Don and Brandon all in the fight to get a few points. And I'm not sure if I saw that correctly. As I say, yep, I did not see that correctly. I thought the Red Bull had damage. As now Storm, though, he's the first one to be in the pits. I think a little early call, but he's going to be switching to the hard compound, so this is going to be quite interesting. We're going to be seeing him try to take those in the end. Ran also coming into the pits. Probably going to be doing the same strategy here. Yep, he's going to be switching to the hard compounds.
Yeah, it's a bit early for Storm, I would say, to go on to the hard compounded tires.
Oh, Philippe, a 5-second penalty for speeding. He did also. Oh, well, actually no, that's a different penalty. My apologies. It looked like that, but now. The Philippe, though, his race has just gone bad to worse for him, so he is forced to. Actually, no, he is just. Let's say I would be upset too, but though Nolan, though, he's just in a league of his own.
Yeah, I think he's starting to extend that 3.1 second gap a bit more. And you can see Adri's falling off the back of Calvin, Rudy.
Don spins and Brandon hit the back of him, and he has spun in the championship leader. He has spun it, and now he's only to only P11, and he's going to be under assault from Iverman Mike.
So it couldn't get any worse for the championship leader not having the qualifying result he most likely wanted. Adri now picking up even more points over Don, as we can see Rudy into the pits now.
Say, oh, after my back wheel goes really wide, and Rajan just jumps in the jumps in from the inside. He says, "Thank you very much. I will take that position." Now this is going to be interesting here. Rajan and Dan are both on opposites. Both on opposite strategy. If he kings up on Don, do you think there's going to be any team orders going to be placed in?
You could maybe say, that, but I think if Raj isn't as quick as Don, he can just sit behind him and sort of hold off Mike, so Don doesn't lose too many positions going into these pit stop phases.
Ooh, it's a Don. He is having some dodgy connections today. Thought he would hit the back of Marty, but that's not the case. And Brandon, he spun it, and looks like, and there was a piece of front wing. That has come from Brandon. Brandon has done it again. He first did it with Don, now he did it with Heated, and he is forced to dive into the pits. And the weirdest part is, on the same corner as he done it.
So Jerome into the pits as well. He'll put on the hard compound the tires. The one-stop pit window has opened.
I don't think that was the right call for him. I think if he would have stayed out for 2 more laps, I think he could have done mediums.
See Mike let by Storm, it looked like.
Now Kieran though on the hard compounds. So let's see what he can do now.
If you look at the gaps, it is the top 3 have now broken away. Nolan, Calvin, Adri. It is, I believe, about 10 seconds from AG to California. When Nolan pits, he should come out around P6, P7 if the gap stays the same and if he comes in this lap. If you look at P6 and P7, they're kind of away from everyone. Oh, that isn't good. Picks up a penalty.
Oh, no. As Rajan, to avoid hitting, he was really right on the brakes, and avoid hitting his teammate, he had to take evasive action and cost him some time.
So Nolan into the pits, Calvin will follow behind, so will Adri. So the
as
top
everybody
3.
Jiren is going to go wheel to wheel here in the final one of the few corners, and Jiren is going to hold on to that position. Ivan Bright probably lost his as the Mercedes and Rooney tries to get by. Ivan Bright plants in that car in the perfect position, preventing him from taking that position. But is he going to try to make a move in the final corner? No, he's going to wait for the DRS, but it doesn't look like he has to. As Ivan Bright, he has no end plate for him. As they come in contact a little bit, is Rooney now up to P11. I remember Mike struggling with that wing damage.
If you look towards the front, you can see the 2 Red Bulls. They're right next to each other. Nolan ahead of Heated, so you got to think maybe Heated on that different strategy. He could hold up Frosty Calvin here, as Adri is he's a bit separated from the main group. He's got 2 cars in front of him of the Hasif, Marty, and Rajan in the AlphaTauri. Mike picks up a 3-second time penalty. Adri's the only one of this potential, or this theoretical top 3 right now that doesn't have a penalty. So if he can get a move on and close this gap as everybody else pits and sort on those medium tires, you got to think he's in prime position to maybe make up another position.
Yeah, and it's Calvin, like, we just have to see who will be better on the medium tires, because you can be very quick with the soft compounds, but yet be very slow on the mediums. So we're gonna be seeing who is better on each compound. As Rajan is making a mistake, Audrey is gonna go on the inside here. This is gonna be so close as Audrey now up to P7. That was great racing from both of them.
Yeah, great move for Adri to get ahead of Rajan there through the Turkey turn. As Adri actually loses the rear of the car, he slides.
As Calvin is going to go, he dives to the inside of turn 1 from Heated. He is but he does not have the tire grip to contend with him. So that was great teamwork from Heated to hold Calvin back, but Calvin saw that coming from a mile away and decided to get out of my way. I'm here to race for the lead.
Yeah, Calvin crucially ahead of Heated, doesn't have to worry about any sort of cheeky team orders of Nolan telling Heated to hold up everybody.
As now we see Aldry behind a Marty. I don't think Marty, there's just no way he'll be able to hold it. And that is a racing point, and that's Mike out. He's out of the race. I'm sorry, Aldry. We kind of missed that overtake that you did, but he is now up to He's now up to P4. And oh no, Don, he's left the session. He's DC'd. I say that he needs a quick invite back into the session. I'm not sure if I even have him on friends list.
So we hope that Don can rejoin as soon as possible, but now it seems like Nolan has regained the lead of this race. Calvin 4 seconds behind. Heated still in P3, still waiting for his pit window to open. Adri P4, Marty P5, Region P6, Storm, Jerome, Rudy California 7 through 10, and then Goldie and Brandon the Two Williams rounding out the points so far as we run here on lap number 12, as Don has thankfully joined back.
Let's say he has lost time to Santee, because right now he's in the battle for last point, but what looks like Nolan, he is very quick on those mediums too, so it does not look like Frosty is gonna get near him anytime soon.
I've lost all of the interval times. There they go again.
Same here, but now they're being faced.
There we go.
And I think it was Don who joined back in though. But though his teammate though, he's gonna make a move here for P5. He goes to the outside. There's a go wheel to wheel. I don't think they made a contact though. As now Marty, he's gonna hold on the position, but they're still gonna go to wheel though. This is gonna be so close. Who's gonna be holding it? As Ranjan though holds it, but Marty comes back from the outside though, and he almost makes the move done. That was very close between the two.
Great move from Reg to get up into P5. What a great move. For a person who I personally raced with for a very long time, and those moves are always there with him.
And now we got Aldry in the back of Heated though. He was kind of struggling. He was struggling a little bit with these mediums, and now he dives into the inside of him, and now he is up to P3. Definitely the position that he needs to be right now. It's TGG Storm though, up ahead of both Marty and Jared. I'm not sure if that was a double overtake or not, but I hope not, because that would have been a shame to miss that. But though, if Marty would have made that move, like fully fledged make that move, that would have been overtaken this season. But now Jared, he's ganging on Storm here, and he almost looked like he was about to full-fledged on that, but backed off in the last second. You can't be doing that, or else you're losing a lot of time. You have to full-fledge it, or just leave it alone. Marty, though, struggling on these tires, but he's got to try to make them last. As Rudy is just all over the back with fresher compounds. He was just so much quicker than him on the S's. And now he's going to have DRS. He is going to try to make a move here. But Jiren, though, he's also got the DRS. He's going to be overtaking Storm without issue. Same thing for Rudy on Marty. That is 2 positions on the straightaway. Jiren locking up his brakes. Storm thought he could try to get back to it. Goldie now up to P10 from California. Though this is getting very close here ever since it's now Storm, though. He dives to the inside of Jiren, but does not look like he's going to be able to hold it. Jiren now back up to P6.
Great battling here for P6 with Jerome and Storm. Nolan continues to extend his lead over Frosty Calvin. Adri's still person without a penalty in the top 3.
Aldry, though, Aldry is also, like, Calvin is also getting a time on Aldry, and Aldry is also getting a time on Heated, so I don't think anything's gonna happen in the top 3 unless there's a safety car, which all these drivers have been doing very well. Okay. Don is giving me anxiety attacks here. As I say, I thought when I said that I gave him the commentator's curse, but luckily I did not. But we got a 3-buoy battle here for I believe it's P5, yes, for Roger and Jiren and Storm. So we'll see what this 3-way battle is going to give us here. Oh no! Frosty Calvin with another 3-second penalty!
So now Adri is in a net P2. If he can just stay within 6 seconds.
No, he's outside of that time now. What he needs is for him to have another 3-second time penalty. As now Jiren, he's gonna dive into the inside of Rajan, but looks like though Rajan was the later of the brakes, and he upholds P5, and he's holding up extremely well. And but right when I said that, he goes really wide. And though he avoids hitting John, and he also got in front of TJ Storm, though, but no crash. Oh, that was extremely close.
So close racing here in the midfield for position at number 5. Oh,
Sam T.
Oh, Kieran spun as well.
I think they both come in contact. I
probably
think.
could have. Oh, safety car.
Safety car.
Oh boy. Now.
This is going to be interesting here.
If you think about it, the safety car won't come in until maybe about lap 19. You could make the sauce run. Here comes Nolan. He's in the pits.
Nolan. Calvin!
Oh, no.
A drive-through penalty for speeding!
No.
He has just thrown his podium potentials out the window. And I don't think he'll be able to... Yeah, he would not be able to serve it. Like, I don't think...
Adrian stayed out.
Oh, as I say, that's a... Adrian...
Interesting.
Yeah,
Jerome stayed out as well. Calvin and Nolan come out of the pits. Rudy stays out. I think everybody else is coming in the pits.
I don't think you can serve a drive-through penalty under safety car.
Under safety car, no, you cannot. It has to be under green flag conditions.
This is just... It's just not going to Calvin's way. He had great pace. Do you think that that's drive-through penalty is what broke the camel's back? Because he does have to serve it within a time frame.
Yeah, he'll have to serve it within 3 laps.
But this safety car, though, this is exactly what Don needed. And speaking of that, he also didn't go in the pits.
Yes, he stayed out trying to get that track position and just hope that these mediums don't go off. And being under the safety car for about 2-3 laps, you're saving about a lap and a half of tire wear in total.
That is true.
But will it be enough to hold off 3 fresh softs behind you and 2 fresh mediums?
I don't, to be honest, I think for him, and I mean, Aldridge though, I think that's an interesting call with him. So it might work out for him, but I don't think it will work out for Don though.
No. I actually really don't I'm starting to think about this a bit more. I really don't understand the staying out part of this. Because if you think about it, he could have came in and put on the softs. Maybe he didn't have a fresh pair of softs. Maybe that's why he didn't pit. We'll never know. Well, maybe after the race. But you gotta think that if AJ would have pitted, he still would have been right behind Calvin in P3, and they all would have been together. Oh. Done. Oh no.
That is not... I think that was his fault of his connection.
It could be. Yeah, you can see there, he's jumping around a lot.
The safety car in this game is just very brutal, because the lightest tap from someone will give you a 5-second penalty, even though it won't be your fault, and you accidentally overtake someone, you deemed as an illegal overtake.
Yeah, Don's connection keeps jumping in and out. You can see the red X next to his name every so often. So I think everyone's really just going to want to keep a safe distance from Don under the safety car condition, and maybe just think twice about the overtakes to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again.
I think for Don, this is a day to forget.
Yeah. Possible championship, but doesn't look like it's going to happen today. So we'll look through this. Adri, Jerome, Rudy, Brandon, and Don are the only guys to stay out. Everyone else pit fresh mediums or fresh softs. We'll see if the safety car comes in this lap. We were all lined up, ready to go. Going to be about 9-10 laps of racing to go. Yep, safety car is in this lap.
The safety car is in this lap. So yeah, we're going to have 10 laps of... Actually, no, apologies. The 10 laps, I believe. Yeah, 10 laps.
Should be 10. So, Rudy has got to get some temperature into those tires, get them warmed up as much as he can. Nolan, Calvin on the softs. Won't take much of those tires to warm up. Probably about 2 corners.
If you think about it, Aldridge is, like you said, he's the only one without a penalty. He's the only one in the front runner who does not have a penalty.
Yeah, so I mean, even if he does drop off...
I mean, he could still have a potential podium on his hands.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't drop off too much.
the guys behind him...
Oh, it's happened again. Don, Maddie coming together. Oh, that's going to be rough.
Oh,
there it goes.
That was a kind of a nice jump on Aldridge holding up. And now we are back to racing though. As Aldridge though, he had a great start, but of course no overtaking until you cross until it is green. There was no overtakes, but I can say that too soon. It's Goldie, and going to wheel to wheel with Marty, and Marty, he's gonna hold it there. Is what they're gonna give? Looks, oh no! As Marty tried to do the undercut from him, but that did not work out very well. He hits the back of him. but does not look like he has any front wing
Oh,
damage.
yeah, he's not damaged.
Nolan all over the back of Aldry. Aldry's got to hold on to the position. As Nolan, he cuts really hard in that corner, and these two are going to hold on to the overtake. They have plenty, and they're going to go wheel away on the straight, but Nolan has that. It does have the greater straight line speed, and also he had the help of the draft, but it looks like Aldry was trying to go for the undercut, and Frosty with another 3-second time penalty. Nolan, though, holding on, like, now up to P1. Aldry is struggling, is going to be struggling now with these mediums. Maybe he should have bought the bullet and pit in for some soft compounds. He probably could have stayed in third.
Yeah, I think the better decision from that safety car was to come in and pit. With everyone being bunched up, if it was a VSC, I could see staying out. But with the safety car, definitely should pit. Nolan, that's the fastest lap of the race at 33.8.
Calvin, though, diving the inside. I think he wants to get as much distance as he can from the other driver, so he can be in a good spot to serve that drive-through penalty.
Yeah, just make up as much time as you can. Ideally, you want to take it as late as you can and build up as much of a gap as you can to the guys behind. As Don and California side by side, it seemed like they're through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think it was just California just trying to be careful from his connection, but Don though hold that line beautifully and got the move done. As Storm though all over the back of Heat, he's laying it on the overtake. He's using a lot of power. He's gonna look at the inside though, and who's gonna be later on the brakes? Looks like it's gonna be Storm though, but they're still gonna go wheel to wheel. Storm is just ahead. He's got the outside line, gonna be switching the inside, but he gets the move done. He is now up to P5.
Great job from Storm there. As Don and California go at it again. Marty picks up a time penalty.
As in this track, it's just so easy to get penalties. You think you're just really hitting the edge with the corners, but
so Calvin is in to serve his drive-through. He should come out dead last. Yeah, he'll come out last. Rough day for Renault in general. They're running 13th and 15th right now. But how many positions can he make up? He's on softer compounded tires than the majority of the guys ahead of him. And the pace he's shown all race, he may make up. I'd give him P11. He'll get to P11 by the end of this race.
As I say, Jiren, he's gaining a little bit of time on Aldry though, and he is on the hard compounds, and they're even older as well.
You gotta think those mediums are starting to hit the end of their life cycle.
As I say that, he does lose a little time, but now Storm with extremely fresh softs is going to be all over the back of Jiren. And we could probably see a potential overtake here. Now he goes to the outside, but was a little too far back to make the move. As he switches it to the outside, he's he's just trying to find a way to get past. I would say just buy your time and not hurt your time. Like switch your pacing. But looks like that's probably a smart choice. Backs off a little bit, gets the DRS draft here. But also as soon as it's Jiren, he's gonna have to use more energy than him just to try to get an overtake. As Jiren locks up a little bit, as that allows Storm to go on the inside. He had the bit of traction and gets the move done. Rajoy now up to P6, he passed Rudy on turn 1.
So a great job there from Storm to get ahead of TGG
now
Storm.
Frosty, he made a position up to P13. He's going to try to make a move here, but he wanted to pull it, but he's going to go inside. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Oh, they both come in contact though. Frosty though is now up to P12. What a move from the Renault driver.
That was very impressive there from Frosty Calvin to just stick it and not give any space. They made a bit of contact, but that's all right.
Brandon was weaving in front of California, but California is not going to fall for it. He is now up to PA and going to be catching up to Rudy.
Brandon seems to be out of ERS, yeah. He's got about 10% left. So not much he can do in terms of defending positions. Only 3 drivers without penalties. So they may shuffle up the order just a bit.
Oh no, Don's connection is getting even worse. And I'm not sure if that's correct. It says he's a lap down and 15th. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, because last time I checked, he was on the lead lap.
Yeah, I think what maybe happened is he may have jumped around on the start-finish line, and it didn't take the lap as complete. Maybe that could be the case.
I'm not sure. But though, Calvin all over the back of his teammate, are there going to be any team wars between these two? It does not look like it. If there was, Kieran would have let him pass. Or do you think he's staying ahead just to give him DRS?
It could be gain a bit more time that way instead of just moving out of the way, because if they moved out of the way before the hairpin.
As I say, Don though, yeah, I think it was just because he does DC, but
yeah, his last lap, I believe it was lap 22, was over 3 minutes long. So I think he might have jumped around and lost connection over the start-finish line, and it didn't count the lap as complete. So that might be why he's a lap down.
Yeah. As we look at Storm though, all over the back of Aldry, you think he's gonna make a move? He doesn't. He only has half the ERS as Aldry. Only tapped a little bit on the overtake. Now he's back on it. He's gonna dive in the inside. He's gonna be a leader on the brakes. Looks like Aldry's gonna hold that position for how much longer though. Storm though has the better gripping, but looks like Aldry had the better control. Though right now, he holds off the assault from that racing point.
Yeah, if Adrian can hold on to this P2, that is going to be absolutely incredible if he can do that. On tires that are over half as old as the tires behind. 13 laps compared to 6 laps in a medium to a soft. But here comes Storm. He's got the DRS. He's got minimal ERS to use. He's going to take it up the inside, but decides not to do it. Not close enough.
That's Frosty Calvin. Oh, no, that was... I can see how he got a penalty for that. That was a little naughty from him. He's up to P10, but he's got so much penalties. I don't think he's going to be able to hold it.
He may be able to score a point or two, but nothing too substantial. We'll take a look at the penalties now. 3 seconds for Nolan. 6 seconds for Storm.
As I say, but look at this DRS straight that we have here. This is quite interesting. Storm, he is struggling to get past Aldry. They are both in a kind of an even playing field a little bit, if you think about it.
Yeah, you gotta maybe think Storm has fried those tires trying to make up positions to get to this position.
Nolan though, with a 12-second gap, he is just loving life right now. In fact, all he has to do is just really cruise it. It's like, cruise it and not get any more penalties, he should be fine.
He's just gotta drive his own race like he's been doing these past 25 laps. Just do his own thing, not worry about anything behind him. Adri, a bit of a lock up there. Storm still behind Jerome, ever closer on 15-lap-old medium or hard compound tires. He's putting up a pretty good defense there from Heated and Raj and Goldie behind on those soft compounded tires. Marty picks up another time penalty.
See Rajan holding it in a little bit, and Sheeran now has another 3-second time penalty. All Aldrin just needs to do is just, even if he gets overtaken by everyone on this pack, all he has to do is just stick with them, and he automatically inherits P2.
Yeah, he doesn't really have to put that much of a fight. There's been many times where I've had to do this where I don't have a penalty, but people around me do. And I decided to fight them and beat them on track, but realistically, I mean, if you get overtaken, you're on equal pace, just stay with them. You'll get the position. You don't gotta waste any of your energy or ERS, DRS, anything. Tire wear for one, that's the biggest thing.
Calvin, that was a bit naughty of you, mate. I think you should have just played a little cautiously. He cut that corner extremely hard. He is angry. He is furious. And he just wants to get as much positions, but hurt himself at the same time. As California has now got past Goldie, he is now up to P7. As we have Adrian Storm going to go wheel to wheel. I think they gave me contact a little bit, but Storm now up to P2. But technically, Aldry is on a net P3, as granted if he manages to keep it on the track.
You got to think Adri now not wanting to put up that much of a fight and just sticking behind, but you may bit of contact.
Ooh, contact.
No wing damage. No wing damage, so we continue racing.
Frosty Calvin now up to P8. He is trying to get as much time as he can, but I think it might be in vain though. But he is just storming through the field. He is just a man on a mission right now.
Yeah, I think right now, knowing his penalties in the situation, he's just trying to see how many positions he can make up. He's got 15 seconds, so he's definitely going to drop back a lot more than he would have wanted. Maybe P12. He might pick up a single point.
He did. He's ganging on Jiren, but Jiren's all the way back. He's going to dive in the inside. All of them locked up their brakes. But now, looks like Heated though. He's going to be up in P4, but Jiren is not going to give up for it. He stays in the inside. Wheel to wheel, no contact between the two. Times it right back in. They come in little contact in that corner. They're still going to go wheel to wheel with each other on this high corner. They're still going to go for Heated is on the outside. They're still going at it with each other. None of them giving them an inch. Coming to the final corner to start off the final lap. Is now Heated is now up to P4. But looks like Charity, he's not going to give it up. He's going to dive to the outside of turn 1. They're still going to go wheel to wheel, but looks like Rajan is getting it in the mix of it.
Yeah, and look who's joined the party. Raj and Calvin, he's right there. I've never seen two drivers go side by side for the entirety of the third sector here at COTA. That was something to watch.
Calvin, though, he's stuck behind Rajan, and then he tapped the back of him. This is where everyone's going to put all their energy in on this straightaway, because they know if they put everything they have here, they can definitely be confirmed to have that position for the rest of the race. Aldry though, I'm surprised not putting any energy in, because he automatically knows he's gonna get the position. No one with ERS, no one has the power, but Calvin's gonna try to make it work for Rajan. Dives to the outside, but does not look like he's gonna get past. But we're gonna jump on here for the Red Bull driver. He has done everything that he needed to do, made it look easy. He comes in today to win United States Grand Prix in a spectacular form at that. As we got a yellow in sector 3, we got a yellow, looks like that, yeah, I think that was a Kieran that lost it though. No, actually, no, that was Calvin. That was Calvin, I think, that lost it a little bit. But Aldry, though, is up to P2 as Calvin mad down to P9.
California on the podium.
As I say, California.
That's his first podium. That is California's first podium of the season.
California with his first podium, and compared it to all the drivers that was ahead of him. He jumped every single one of them.
Wow.
That podium should have never been possible, but he made it possible.
Yep. It's just clean driving right there, and I think now Don may still be racing. I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, not the finish that Calvin wanted.
Nope.
Definitely wasn't a contender for a podium.
He'll pick up 2 points though. Oh, he's got massive. He's got massive wing damage. Don't know where that accent came from.
But yeah, Aldry though, he has gained up on Don. This is what he needed. So now the championship still continues.
Yep. The championship's still going on to Mexico, which will be next weekend. Same time. 12:40 Central US, which is my time. Something for 1840 GMT. Just found out. So same time next week we'll be here. We're just waiting for this race to finish. There we go. As Don has left the session. I believe that will fix everything.
Oh, wow.
And the game will give Brandon driver of the day for most positions gained.
Driver of the day for him, just, oh wow. Just very intense racing and a lot of jumping. Now Nolan gets to celebrate another race win.
Yep.
2 wins in a row for him.
Great job for Nolan to win a race back to back.
This is exactly what he needed.
A late championship charge is in order for Nolan, but the finishing order, the podium will be Nolan, Adrian, California. A great job there from California to just keep it clean and gain up all the positions he could. The points finishers will be Storm, Heated, Goldie, Rudy, Jerome, Brandon, Kieran, Calvin, and Raj, all picking up points. Not in the podium. Rand VH, Marty, Don, and then our DNFs will be Sam T, Mike, and Philippe. No question, you'll never change my mind about this, but Nolan gets driver of the day.
I have to agree. I think he only scored only one penalty, and he was just on a class of his own.
Yep.
Just no contenders.
I mean, to get ahead 2 laps into that safety car restart and to finish the race, I think it was something like 14 seconds ahead of second place. You gotta hand it to him. Just an absolute class drive. And a great race indeed here at the Circuit of the Americas.
Oh, yep. As I say, as I say, we will now continue the championship to Mexico, and probably all the way down to probably the final race in Abu Dhabi. But until next week to Mexico at the same time, it has been Maverick and Ghost. Just thank you for joining us. Until next time, we'll see you again.
See you guys.